you see yourself 5 years?
This shithole.
Grade's argument was solid, and despite how much bigger his opponent was, the audience that was paying attention took his side. It was this incident that brought Grade's attention as a whole to the wider YouTube community outside of his own channel. From this point on,
UAV on station. Nearby UAV. Confirming next hard point. Friendly cruise missile inbound. Area updated. Move to the hard point.
they too would become subjects for his videos voicing grievances. This would occur 3 months later, when Grade would break what had become the norm of his content focused on relatable everyday problems by talking about yet another YouTuber, this time Vegan Gains, a creator whose content focused on fitness. He'd become infamous over time for regularly calling out people for almost any reason, and shoehorning in his beliefs that eating meat is wrong to justify it, as well as often making threats toward other channels.
Reption's a little fucking bitch. If I had the opportunity to kill him, slit his fucking throat this now. Like, he really does deserve to die.
While it's likely that many of these statements were made in his trial, it's no surprise that they contributed to the lore behind the Vegan Gains channel. He was an eccentric personality, and as a result, commentary channels became interested in talking about his beliefs and the channel. Unlike with Grade's video on Vegan Gains was technically unprovoked. Vegan Gains hadn't targeted Grade in any way. Grade made his videos simply to make fun of him like he would with any other typical video subject. Most of the runtime was dedicated to showing Vegan Gains' contradicting statements on why he became vegan, which seemed to suggest he kept changing the story to garner attention. Grade also points out that Vegan Gains would call out bodybuilders for using steroids even when he had no evidence, while giving a pass to those who were vegan and did provably use steroids. And these points were proven quite well.
I thought that he was flat out against drug use, but he's clearly not because he likes Jim Morris. But then maybe he's just against lying about steroid use, but then he's clearly not because Carl Lewis failed drug tests. And he must know, because I found this out from a documentary called Bigger, Stronger, Faster, and he talked about that documentary when he was talking about Furious Pete supplements. So he can't have not seen the Carl Lewis part,
Shit,
right?
I could throw that back
I guess
on
it's pretty much you can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're vegan.
Once again, Grade had entered drama and came out looking more credible than his opponents. Not that it was exactly a gamble when discussing Vegan Gains, but regardless, he had succeeded. However, he ends the video strangely by asking for a response from Vegan Gains, threatening to post 2 videos he jokingly claimed to have.
But listen, Vegan Gains, if you don't reply to this video and explain yourself and address all the points I've brought up in this video and explain your lies, right, I will take it as a personal insult and I will post both, right?
This was designed to bait a response, but despite his tendency to declare war on nearly everyone who discussed him, Vegan Gains actually ignored it. Grade doubled down and posted an update 5 days later saying he'll release the 2 videos that Saturday, and that he wanted his audience to tweet to other YouTubers who had made videos about Vegan Gains in order to get their support. When the day came, he compiled these videos into a single upload, but they were nothing more than spliced together clips of Vegan Gains with sentence mixing, making the whole thing a joke rather than an actual threat. Grade himself acknowledged this and said it was all fake.
You didn't think that I actually hacked into the guy's computer, did you? But I can just about draw. What the fuck would make you think that I know how to hack, man? Okay, now listen, if I'm honest, I said that if Vegan Gains didn't reply to my previous video that I would then release these other 2, right? Which was a complete lie, like regardless of what he did, I was still gonna upload them, right? But what did happen as a result of him not replying to me was that I carried on snooping and I found some more dirt on him. And this dirt, if I'm honest, is actual dirt. Like the video you just seen, that's the dirt. This is actual dirt on him, right?
The rest of the video was him roasting Vegan Gains for his YouTube comment history on an old account, which, while funny, didn't throw out any serious accusations despite Grade's claim that he had found actual dirt on him. When this string of events unfolded, most people regarded it as a fun back and forth, since Grade's persona came off as exaggerated for the sake of comedy, rather than someone trying to make a serious point. For this reason, and because Vegan Gains was a widely hated figure, Grade once again found another victory in the drama scene.
Damn, bro,
and
get
by
off my
doing
dick.
so, he may have gotten the impression that he could call out someone else with the same result. Over the next month, he posted 4 more of his typical videos, and managed to reach the 75,000 subscriber milestone. The Vegan Gains video had contributed to this by netting him more than the standard content at the time. The Grade A Under A channel was growing pretty fast, but this was nothing compared to what was coming. On August 22nd, 2015, Gray decided to jump into the ring once again and call out yet another YouTuber who had gained an infamous reputation. This creator was Jinx.
Reaction videos are the absolute fucking worst content on this site, right? If you don't know what they are, let's have a look at a typical reaction video. Entertainment, right?
Jinx was the most popular YouTuber in the reaction trend, growing especially fast in popularity at that time due to how easily they could produce content and easily piggyback off of other creators. As a result, the trend as a whole was hated, and being on top made Jinx the prime target for its most vocal critics. Grade was one of them, and even one of the first. He'd already mentioned reaction channels in a video earlier that same month called 4 huge YouTube channels anyone could have made, but expanded on it further in the Jinx video. He detailed everything that was wrong with the reaction genre, from its blatant abuse of fair use law to its creators' laziness by cutting corners at every turn, all while profiting off of others who put in much more effort. When this video premiered, it took the internet by storm, and not only rallied support against reaction channels, but began to grow Grade's channel exponentially. The video got so much attention that about a week and a half later, Jinx himself posted a response, which was a rare occurrence for him, even while being the most hated channel on the website. But this response did very little to change anything, and arguably just dug himself into the hole.
Now, first thing I want to say before I even start going down this list is the fact that this guy hates me because I'm popular. Because I'm YouTube popular. That is the one reason that it all boils down to. He could say he's not a hater, he could say all of that, but let's just be honest.
Jinx deleted his video just a couple days later. Gray's response, however, survived, since Jinx banned his channel from commenting, and this forced him to speak out in a blog post instead. In the months following, YouTubers like I Hate Everything, Jax Films, and even iDubbbz jumped into the situation and made their own videos calling out Jinx, which only helped funnel traction towards Grade and grew his influence, especially since Jinx would continue to engage with
shotguns are really
even being in talks with iDubbbz over a boxing match that he eventually pulled out from. As for Grade, he never addressed the situation with Jinx further, but would speak out about reaction channels as a whole from time to time in combination with other topics. But with his channel reaching new heights and the new influx of audience craving drama, Grade called out yet another infamous YouTuber the very next month, Nicole Arbor. Nicole was a comedian who'd gone mostly unnoticed throughout her career, since to most she was very unfunny. Okay? The most attention she'd gotten was for her relationship with a popular and well-respected creator named Matthew Santoro, who produced top 10 lists in the prime of the genre's popularity on YouTube. But quite suddenly, in September of 2015, Nicole would be thrust into the public spotlight and receive a much bigger boost of popularity for very different reasons, when she posted a now infamous video called Fat People. It's essentially nothing more than a 6-minute compilation of fat jokes, with Nicole claiming it was her way of motivating others to lose weight and change their lives. Many names from the YouTube community were outraged, with countless creating response videos to it expressing their feelings on the matter. In reality, this was exactly what Nicole wanted, because Dear Fat People was nothing more than a publicity stunt. A successful one. After years of failing to grab fame in the online world with lighthearted humor and videos promoting positivity, Nicole instead had resorted to the complete opposite in hopes of growing her presence. While many hated her, her own audience was now growing. But as she was becoming a hot topic, people began to dig into her past, and it was eventually discovered that there were allegations that she was abusive during her relationship with Matthew Santoro.
So, and he was visiting. So, he
Oh,
grabbed
that's
his
the
luggage
girl?
from her apartment and said, "I'm leaving." Now, at this point, Nicole blocked the exit, said, "You're not going anywhere." And Matt said, "Get out of my way, I'm leaving." And at this point, he continued to try to leave. She continued to block him, and she struck him in the face, physically hit him in the face.
It was then that Grade jumped into the situation and made his own video on Nicole, neatly compiling the allegations to address what most other responses to Nicole didn't acknowledge, since most just focused on her points in the Dear Fat People video.
It's all just, oh, you're just a mean bitch, and but it's nothing of substance, right? So what I'm going to do is go through a few things that I've found to hopefully discredit Nicole Arbor just a little bit, right? Matt did this shit, and he's not actually that before. He said, fuck this, we're going home, they go home. Matt goes to Nicole's house to collect some of his stuff, and he decides to leave. But as he's trying to leave, Nicole blocks the doorway and says, "You're not going anywhere, mate." Matt tells her to move, but she's not budging, right? She says no, and then she smacks him one.
Grade would then talk about Nicole one more time around 3 months later, after both her and Matthew had gone public with their sides of the abuse story. Grade, of course, sided with Matthew. He showed several clips from Nicole that contradicted her later statements about the relationship, which to audiences proved that Matt was being truthful. Once again, the public sided with Grade, since he's proven his point quite well, and it seemed Nicole was the clear-cut villain. These videos also largely contributed to the positive support Matthew was receiving in what was probably a very difficult situation, which Grade was commended for. By this point, it was obvious that he'd recognized YouTube drama was a lucrative market, and even though he didn't switch to doing this content full-time, he was definitely now more comfortable delving into it more often. Grade's crass commentary shining light on the wrongdoings of others made him a figure whose reputation was almost unmatched, and his channel was regarded as a pillar of the new commentary community, dishing out justice to those who tried to get away with sleazy actions. With his channel receiving more attention than ever, Grade decided to open up a Patreon, with early records showing that it was quite successful.
Cause here's your chance. Not only have I made a Patreon, and I don't want to hype this up too much, right? But I have set the fucking best incentive levels ever! Now listen, I love making videos and I love being able to interact with you lot, right? All I want to do is make this my full-time job, right? But I can't do that alone. So if you want to help me out...
To those dedicated to making an impact in the lives of others,
24
Chamberlain University is committed to you. With the relentless support you...
Is he up there? I'm just trying to get max level on this shit. I might just have to wait at the hard point and just play around that. Ow, fuck. I'm blind, bro, and I got sniped too. That's marvelous. Boy, Kai did a number on, Shit, Kai did that thing with snipers this year. That makes no sense, and I don't know how he got behind me. Yeah, like I'm just gonna lose terrain each and every time.
By all means...
I'm just gonna lose terrain every single time. So I can figure out. What does he have? That just completely obliterated my fucking health. Oh, he has the FSS, FSS. Yeah. I guess I could use this. How was that easy? Okay, yeah, I shot first before he started firing. He just hit a heady on me. I hope you're still up there. Fucking God. No, we've lost this shit. You wanna peek out super? I can't see anything. Well. Am I not shooting first? Am I like... I know some of these gunfights I'm shooting first and just not getting the kill, and these flashes are actually horrendous.
Hostile VTOL in the area.
That's actually horrendous. That's actually foul. That up there, please. Ooh, bro. Ooh. Ew, bro. Oh, they're like everybody's level 55 over there. What gun does he have? Oh, it's just the nade that killed me. I was like, I know I put shots on him. I know I put a whole bunch of shots on him well before he did. Okay, you just randomly flash over here, my boy? Is that what we're doing? My shots. I hate this map actually. If I could be honest. Why am I throwing that out like a fucking... Maybe I'm not hitting center mass. Shit, maybe I'm not hitting center mass. Cause I know I'm hitting shots. There's nothing I can do more to that gun. This, I didn't make this into a whole beam.
Friendly one flying outbound. Roger this time.
Covering yourself.
Hardpoint located. Lock it down.
Moving all tactically and shit. I can't deal with any of that, and I'm in a bad spot too. Oh! Oh man, I wish I had. I kind of want to put fast hands on this. I kind of want to make this like speedy. Oh my god. Oh man, I wish we had UAV. Maybe I should start putting portable radar on my shit. No! Oh, he got me with that riot shield. I sold. Maybe I'm just not getting around the corner fast enough.
Hardpoint compromised. Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready.
Damn, he was just waiting right there?
Move to the hardpoint.
Oh. Kind of odd. In like a one-way situation or... In like a one-way situation or what? What are we talking here? That one was odd. Like he could only see me through the smoke. He damn sure ain't had no thermal. Boy, I'm putting shots on niggas and it's something about these guns. They gotta put the 7.62 back on.
Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready.
Yeah, out of there. Oh. can't see his name through the... It took me a minute to learn, to figure out who that was and what he was really about. My teammate had been there a little bit sooner. Oh, not go through the middle. The fact that he got that is so fucking stupid, bro. The fact that he got that kill is so fucking stupid. Did he just realize someone could have been behind him, or did he hear the grenade pull? I wonder which one. Bro, all those shots were on him. But he got an EBR. And I think he's on controller too. Oh, that is very hard to see. I know you're gonna sit right there. Maybe I should do free for all. It was really like, yeah, let's load this motherfucker up with some ladders. Load this bitch up with a heavy amount of ladders. Give me that. Let's make Call of Duty, but with more ladders than humanly possible. Oh, I whiffed so bad, bro. Just give me this shit max level. Why do I just like? Either it's me not hearing them. Either it's me not hearing them, or I'm like completely like not looking somewhere. I'm mad. Is he that mad? He can't be that mad, right? Oh shit. Is it still nasty? It looked like it is.
Domination. Securing Alpha.
Covering a 6.
We control Alpha.
Yep. I got like 5 bullets.
Secure Bravo. Enemy securing Alpha. We've lost Alpha.
Ain't no way I'm just that first shot.
Reloading.
Friendly UAV on station.
We're losing Bravo.
Let me turn up my FOV. They say city hard to
Enemy holds
open,
all
that's why you
objectives.
always
Get we're
get
taking
me
Charlie.
still.
Charlie secure. We're taking Alpha. We're losing Charlie.
Where was he sniping me from? Oh,
Friendly UAV online.
We're losing Alpha. Objective Alpha is compromised. Take it back. Enemies taking Charlie. Cold-blooded unlocked securing Objective Alpha. Objective Alpha secure. Enemy securing Charlie. Securing Objective Bravo. The enemy took Charlie. Objective Bravo secure.
mm.
Enemies taking Bravo.
Loading.
Lost Bravo. Securing Charlie.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Securing objective.
They say send yo
Friendly
Hank.
UAV online.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is up. Enemy UAV active.
Really trying. He threw a shock stick right there in preparation.
Objective secure.
Oh,
The lead is
okay.
ours.
Hate the way this looks.
Enemies taking Alpha.
It's almost like it's too close.
UAV overhead.
Oh, fucking IED.
Maintain the perimeter. The enemy took Alpha. We're losing Charlie. Overclock securing Alpha. You're halfway to mission complete. Keep the pressure on to last Charlie. We're taking Alpha.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Enemy securing Bravo. We're taking Charlie. Objective Bravo is compromised. Take it back.
Kinda actually like 120 FPS.
Securing Charlie. Objective Charlie secure.
Enemy
Enemies taking Alpha. Objective Alpha is compromised. Take it back.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV active.
I'm trying to make these SMGs work so bad, but I really think whoa, what's the point? Oh, well, that was out too wide anyway,
Two
so.
objectives. Objective Charlie is compromised. Take it back. Securing objective Charlie. Securing objective Alpha. We're taking
Hostile mortar strike near your position.
the enemy holds two objectives. Move on them now. We're losing Bravo. Charlie secure. The enemy took Bravo.
Oh, you know, man.
The enemy captured.
Oh,
Enemy taking Charlie. Enemy securing Charlie.
Longbow 3-1 is on station.
Secure Bravo. The enemy has captured all objectives. Assault.
Hostile UAV in the area.
We're taking Bravo. Enemies taking Bravo. Enemy securing Bravo. Securing objective Charlie. Enemies taking cover. We're losing Charlie. Enemies taking Charlie.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
The enemy took Charlie.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile.
Securing Charlie. Mission compromised. We're down.
No flip, no cap, no mess. Just grab and squeeze. Try Dawn Easy Squeeze.
I just hate how narrow this looks.
Over the weekend, there was a bit of a controversy involving a PR executive by the name of Justine Sacco.
Internet mom.
They're wondering how a public executive could spark such a public relations disaster.
Life ruination. By the time she landed yesterday, that tweet had gone global and she had been fired. Today we'll tell the story of the time journalists destroyed a woman's life as the site's users dogpiled. And even a decade later, we can still look back at one of the most infamous mobs of internet history. Sacco was a 30-year-old in New York City. She moved to the area after graduating university to pursue work as a publicist. The philosophy major scored quite a few high-profile gigs, including work for the WWE. But it's the job she took after that's most relevant for today's story. In 2011, Justine left her wrestling gig to become the communications director for Interactive Corp. IAC owns hundreds of brands across the globe, including Dictionary.com and Vimeo. That made it a massive undertaking, but she proved more than capable. Within 2 years, she was promoted to a senior position. It was around that time that Justine also became more active on Twitter. The account, which was her full legal name, had less than 200 followers. Because of this, outside of the occasional corporate news, she treated it like a personal blog. The young professional felt comfortable tweeting edgy jokes under the belief no one would see them. But as we'll discover, that couldn't have been further from the truth. In the winter of 2013, Justine planned to visit family in Cape Town, South Africa. The flight took over 24 hours across 2 separate planes. Naturally, she quelled her boredom at the terminal on social media. It was in the early hours of December 19th that she made the first tweet of her trip. "Weird German dude, you're in first class. It's 2014. Get some deodorant." 12 hours later, she landed at Heathrow for a layover. She cracked another writing, "Chili, cucumber sandwiches, bad teeth, back in London." These posts received little to no interactions. It was perhaps the lack of engagement that led her to try even harder. 1 hour later, she tweeted, "Going to Africa."
After laying my balls in your mouth.
What the fuck?
After nutting and it coming out of your fucking nose.
After nutting on a biscuit and feeding it to your mother.
After coming on a hot dog and eating it myself.
I mean your brother.
Good diving, bro. Oh my god.
This is what you're gonna do. Next paycheck, take $30, put it aside, and buy yourself a better mic.
Definitely hit that.
It's like fucking monkeys.
Definitely hit a shot. Alright, hold on. After I change this, I really don't need this nigga. Fuck it, need everybody.
Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile UAV in the area.
I should have switched this.
Enemy UAV active. We're getting overrun. Fall back.
What the fuck?
Our UAV.
That's crazy that I only hit. Now, where am I getting sniped from? Come on. You're really that serious? He is a repositioning king. Holy fuck. I've never seen a nigga get shot so many times and then reposition. That boy repositioned so many fucking times. Fuck me. Did I get with them? He getting no one with that? He got no one with that. Okay. What a different scope. Oh man, I should have put
Enemy UAV active. Halfway to mission complete. Enemy UAV overhead. Reinforcements inbound. Friendly counter UAV is online. Our UAV is orbiting the area.
that's an enemy. I fucking love this blue camo. Oh nice. I should have put the tag insert now.
Hostiles launched an SAE. We're advancing. Maintain pressure. Hostile mortar strike in the area. UAV on station.
And fucking where? Down to the right side behind the building. Why did I not?
Hostile gunship entering the AO.
My shit destroyed, so that means somebody's up here. Okay.
Friendly UAV online.
Okay. Oh, that was a gunship. Yo, with the claymores, it's kinda crazy. kind of wish it would take the armored enemies out. Jumped off immediately. And I just feel like I had 2 blue lasers pulling on me. Got down, alright. Thanks for the attack insert. It's crazy how they're 2 shots. Yeah, you should have won anyway. Oh, I think I hit that shot. That was the easiest flight.
Just kidding, I'm white. Justine chuckled to herself and waited, but once again, she got no replies. By then, it was takeoff time, so she turned off her phone. It was another 12-hour flight, and with nothing else to do, she fell asleep. Unbeknownst to her, however, she would awaken as one of the most hated people on the entire internet. You see, while no one interacted with the post, it hadn't gone unseen. One of her 170 followers took offense and sent it to Gawker journalist Sam Biddle. It was a slow news day that Friday afternoon, so the writer pounced. Biddle shared the tweet to his 15,000 followers and then posted it as a brief on Gawker. He highlighted her employment at IAC, pointing out the irony in being their PR agent. This quickly caught the attention of other reporters who spread it further. Before long, tens of thousands of users were piling on Justine. They accused her of racism and even called for her deportation from Africa. Some went so far as to hope she contracted the virus as karmic justice. One individual went so far as to accuse her of planning to ride bareback in Africa. The overwhelming sentiment was that Justine should lose her job, as the mob salivated over the idea of ruining her life. They gloated that the woman's career was over, and asked how it felt to be fired before Christmas. But to their dismay, they received no response. In most instances, offenders delete their tweets quickly and apologize. Yet, even as her name trended globally, being covered in the New York Times, CNN, and ABC, it was radio silence. And they became increasingly curious as to why she wasn't responding. It was initially speculated that her account may have been hacked. Perhaps Justine was innocent, and the joke was written by a troll. But older tweets quickly surfaced contradicting this. The worst were compiled in a BuzzFeed article titled 16 Tweets Justine Sacco Regrets. It includes comments about Jews, assault, and wet dreams she had about an autistic minor. While many inferred she was on a plane, there was no definitive proof. That is until IAC themselves issued a statement. The company disavowed her comments, but clarified she was currently unreachable due to being on an international flight. While not explicitly fired, her removal from the site spoke volumes. This revelation gamified the controversy. Not only was she being punished, but they could now anticipate her reaction. As one user put it, we are about to watch this Justine Sacco bit get fired in real time. Before she even knows she's getting fired, there was so much excitement that the hashtag "Has Justine Landed Yet" began trending worldwide. Before long, they found the country she was traveling to and eventually her exact flight. This enabled them to track the woman's every move, counting down the minutes until her arrival. People even suggested that someone confront her in person. Is there no one in Cape Town going to the airport to tweet her arrival? Come on, Twitter. I'd like pictures. I actually feel bad for her. She's going to be under massive assault once she lands. What the hell was she thinking? The controversy had become a full-on spectacle. Hundreds of fake accounts were being made to mock and mimic her likeness. They spouted out extreme bigotry and referred to her as Justine Psycho. Others embraced it as the internet's latest meme. Image macros, movie posters, and Photoshop spread like wildfire across the web. This led many to see it as an opportunity for self-promotion. From donations to flat-out advertisements, everyone wanted a piece. Aid for Africa even bought the domain, JustineSacco.com, to redirect to their homepage. Donald Trump himself would notice, commenting, "Justine, what the hell are you thinking? Are you crazy? Not nice or fair. I will support Aid for Africa. Justine is fired." The site quickly received so much traffic, it was forced offline. And with that, it was only a matter of time before the plane landed. Twitter would finally watch a woman lose everything in real time, and bask in her misery as a smug grin collectively appeared on their face. We'll find out what would happen as the wheels hit the runway after a brief word from our sponsor. The holiday season is approaching, and with that, many people are looking for gifts for their partner. And if you're looking for products of the adult variety, Adam & Eve is the place to shop. Having been in business for over 50 years, they are experts when it comes to anything in grown-up toys and lingerie. And right now, if you use my discount code GFM at checkout, you will get 50% off one item plus free shipping in the US or Canada. Again, go to adamandeve.com and use code GFM at checkout to get 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. Justine Sacco landed in Cape Town, South Africa on December 22nd at around 5:20 p.m. It was as the plane taxied that she finally turned on her phone. The device immediately flooded with notifications. The first was from someone she hadn't seen since high school. "I am so sorry to see what's happening to you." The next was from her best friend. "You need to call me right now. You are the worldwide #1 trending topic on Twitter." Immediately she deleted all her social media pages, but it was too late, as it did little but alert the mob of her awareness. To make matters worse, a Twitter user named Zach ended up camping at the airport for Justine. Upon seeing her, he secretly took a photo wear sunglasses as a disguise. Zach then eavesdropped on her conversation with family to live tweet it. Eventually, he introduced himself and had a conversation with her dad. He's South African. He didn't want to raise her there because of racism. Oh, the irony. He's apologetic and basically in tears. Justine's father went on to call her an effing idiot who made him incredibly ashamed. Her aunt went further, calling the woman a disgrace to their family. As the World Wide Web would discover, the Sackos had been longtime activists for racial equality. Justine's tweets could have potentially tainted their entire legacy. Within hours, as many predicted, Justine was fired from IAC, but that was the least of her concern. The disgraced agent spent the next day penning a formal apology to the country. It reads in part, "I was born here. I cherish my ties to South Africa and my frequent visits, but I am in anguish knowing that my remarks have caused pain to so many people." Unfortunately, this didn't stop her vacation from being cut short. She was unable to find a hotel, as the staff of every place she booked threatened to go on strike. Because of this, she was forced to leave before Christmas. Upon returning to NYC, Justine tried to move on. She found herself traumatized and unable to focus. This led her to travel again that May, this time to Ethiopia. She spent that month living in a rural community, volunteering at a non-profit organization. It was a much-needed refreshing break. Afterwards, she flew back to the U.S., finding work at the flailing company, Odd or Not. That got the attention of the journalist who broke her story. Sam Biddle jumped on the opportunity to mock her, writing in an article, "How perfect. Two lousy has-beens gunning for a comeback together." He took pride in what he had done. In an email exchange, he recalled the cancellation as delicious and satisfying. But this tune changed after Sam received his own public shaming later that year. The writer was put under fire for declaring society should bring back bullying. He claimed that nerds should be constantly shamed and degraded into submission. This tweet led Gawker to lose sponsors, including the entirety of Adobe. 2 months after this, he published a public apology to Justine, conceding he'd misjudged her. They met for drinks, causing him to realize she wasn't the racist monster he imagined. The joke, as it turns out, wasn't even intended to be racist, and instead self-deprecatory. It was meant to be a comment on white privilege. As she clarified, living in America puts us in a bit of a bubble when it comes to what is going on in the third world. I was making fun of that bubble, but because of Twitter's character limit and mob mentality, all nuance was lost. Unfortunately, after the initial moment, her story was largely forgotten by the public. There was no urgency to correct the record, as people simply moved on to the next subject. That is, until writer John Ronson published his book, So You've Been Publicly Shamed. It discusses the resurgence of mob justice as a punishment on social media. This meant to focus on Justine and others like her, as he took a more empathetic approach to coverage. The book contains many details gathered from their personal conversations. This included his argument that the basis of the entire controversy, that it was a racist joke, wasn't even true. He summarized it by stating, "It wasn't racist, but a reflective critique of white privilege, on our tendency to naively imagine ourselves immune from life's horrors." That helped restore Justine's public image, as people began to realize the situation wasn't black and white. Ronson disseminated the information through editorials and a TED Talk. The latter has become quite popular, accumulating nearly 3 million views. In the end, Justine's career managed to fully recover. Interestingly, in 2018, Justine began working for the online dating company Matchroom. It was originally part of IAC before spinning off in 2015. Because of this, for a brief moment, she was technically under her original employer. She continues to work for Matchroom to this very day. For as harrowing as the treatment of Justine Sacco was by Twitter, at the very least, it's nice to know that things ended up okay, because that outcome seems very rare nowadays, and can't be said for other cases like it. So there you have the story of how Twitter gleefully destroyed a woman's life. And with that, I think I'll end the video here. So until next time, thanks for watching.
Try to first with your what? It's just the cleaning power of mom.
fact that I didn't get any flinch right there, not as crazy.
I'm gonna check him out. Why does the Wilson just give you XP for your gun still? Ooh, what? You know something?
Hostile airstrike near your location. Cargo helo is en route. UAV overhead. Our UAV is orbiting the area. Counter UAV is active. Friendly counter UAV is on station. Hostile airstrike incoming.
Oh, that's how people are doing it, huh? This is much for the over. Oh. Mm.